Hello and welcome to Musings by Amit Patel. A whistleblower inside Infosys has revealed some disturbing facts about unethical practices that are going on within Infosys. Now, this is a very serious charge, and if these charges are proven right, then the CEO of Infosys, the current CEO of Infosys, Salil Parekh, is going to be on his way out. Not just on his way out, but he may face some legal actions if the charges are proven right. Now, this whistleblower, I don't know whether it's a single individual or a group of people, they say that they have evidence of audio, video, and emails which prove that there are a lot of unethical practices going on within Infosys. Now, this news has shaken up the entire Infosys company. Not just the Infosys company, but the stock market. Stock market lost in India 1000 points within a single day. Infosys lost around all the investors, the shareholders of Infosys, they lost collectively 6.5 to 7 billion dollars in a single day. Now, this is a very disturbing fact. It is not easy to come out from such a shock. Of course, the investigations on this have started, but before we move forward in this story, you need to know that you are watching the Business Adventure series on my channel Musings by Amit Patel. And in the Business Adventure series, I bring a lot of adventures, and today I am bringing a misadventures of the business world. So if you have not yet liked this video, then smash the like button, because that will help a lot of people who want to know about what's going on about Infosys to know this as soon as possible. And if you are here for the first time, then I would ask you to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell icon if you want such interesting stories from the business world. So continuing with this story that shook the entire stock market, that brought an earthquake into the Infosys company, we are going to look at exactly what did the whistleblower say. So the whistleblower has 5 to 6 charges that they have said for Infosys. The first charge is against the CEO of the company, that the CEO is following some unethical practices to show profits in the company. Now, Infosys is a public limited company, and there has to be a pure transparency about what is the profit, what is the expenses, what are the sales within the company, how is the company doing overall. So there has to be a lot of transparency. And what the whistleblower is saying, that the profits that are shown in the quarterly reports are not correct. They are not the right figures that are being mentioned. The second charge of the whistleblower is that the accounting practices have been violated in the company. Now, what happens is a lot of entrepreneurs do not show the expenses correctly to show profit in the company. Now, I can understand for a public limited company, if you show profits, then your share value remains high, and that is the reason some entrepreneurs do this. Okay, so this is also an unethical practice. It violates the accounting standards that any public limited company needs to follow. The third thing, and this is a very serious charge, that the CEO and the CFO are hiding some of the numbers from the public at large. And if the CEO and CFO are hand in glove, because CEO and CFO, they are the checks and balances within the company. If the CEO is going wrong, the CFO can correct that CEO, and if the CFO is doing something wrong, the CEO can correct. But if they are hand in glove within these unethical practices, then that is a serious problem. The fourth charge is that the revenue recognition is not as per accounting standard. This is similar to the third charge where the expenses are not correctly mentioned. In the similar way, the revenue recognition, the sales, what are the actual sales of the company, what has happened as far as the contracts are concerned, that is not clearly mentioned in any of the reports. The fifth point they mention is that there are irregularities in the big deals or the big contracts that are happening. What are these irregularities? There are approvals which are given without following the checks and balances. Like if you sign a contract, whether we have followed all the terms and conditions of the contract, are we is the margin, the profit margin of that particular contract okay or not? All these things are to be looked at. And there are irregularities in accepting the contracts in the large deals, and this can be very serious because it will directly impact the profitability of the company. And the sixth thing is about what the CEO said about the board. The CEO said that no one in the board understands all these things. They are happy as long as the share price is up. Now this is a very serious charge. All these 6 points are very serious because Infosys is a public limited company, a company with billions of dollars of revenue. Okay, it trades on US stock market. It trades in the Indian stock market, within the NSE, within the BSE. So these charges are very serious. And these are also serious because it showed the impact as soon as this letter came out in the media. Immediately the stock market crashed on Infosys. It lost a lot of money on that on a single day. Infosys lost about 6.5 billions to 7 billion of investor wealth within one single day. That is huge. In Indian value, it comes out to be 45,000 crore rupees. If you think about it, 45,000 crore rupees is such a big value. Okay, and this is not the first time that Infosys is facing these charges. In 2017, the CEO of Infosys at that point of time, Vishal Sikka, faced a similar charges, but his charges were a little lesser. In his case, there was a joint venture which he was very much positive about, which went really bad, and because of that, and then there was a whistleblower, because of that he was ousted from the company. Now the charges against Vishal Sikka were never proven in the last 2 years. We do not know if the whistleblower, whoever it is, can prove these charges. The whistleblower has said in the letter about 5 to 6 times that they have enough evidence in terms of recordings of video, audio and email exchanges between the employees of the company and the CEO and the CFO. So these charges are very serious. What did Salil Parekh, the CEO of Infosys, say about this? He's gone silent. He's not said anything. But the US Security Exchange and the SEBI have immediately initiated a big investigation into this. Nandan Nilekani, the former CEO and the chairman of Infosys, he has come in to lead the investigation into these charges. And it is very important to find out whether the whistleblowers are right, and if they are right, it is a serious trouble for the CEO of Infosys, Salil Parekh, and also for the CFO. not only will they be ousted from the company, but there are chances that there will be legal action against both of these individuals. As far as Infosys is concerned, will it bounce back? Well, Infosys is a big company and this is some kind of an irregularity which is serious if you see. Also, the amount of wealth which was wiped out in one single day is also serious, but it is not something where Infosys took money and then used it for something else and did not show it on the book of records. For example, something similar happened in case of Satyam, where Satyam took out money from the company and invested in a lot of real estate, and the real estate plummeted. With that, Satyam went down. So the charges here are not like those charges, but even then the charges are very serious. At this point, we do not know exactly what is going to happen. The bigger challenge for Infosys is handling the employees and the clients and the investors, because this kind of a news breaks the trust of the employees, it breaks the trust of the clients, and it also breaks the trust of investors. And it is very difficult, if these charges are proven, it is very difficult for the company to come out of this problem. Though Infosys is a very strong company, the roots of the company are very strong. They were in the hands of a person like Narayan Murthy, who's been very strong. So far, little evidence has come out of wrongdoings on the part of Infosys. And the roots of Infosys are very strong. They immediately got into a huddle and immediately an investigation committee was set up, which is headed by none other than Nandan Nilekani. So I hope, Infosys is a very dear company to all the Indians. It is a company that every Indian is proud of. It is a company which we project whenever there is a discussion about software companies. The story of Infosys always comes up first. So anything happening with Infosys is going to be a really important thing in the life of every Indian. Having said that, I just hope that Infosys comes out from this stronger and a better company. Infosys comes out of this and finds the right kind of leadership. And if the whistleblowers are wrong, then Infosys should also come out and find those whistleblowers who caused the panic in Infosys and in the stock market. How Infosys will deal with these challenges, time will certainly tell, but it is very interesting to know why this thing happened and what did the whistleblower say, and whether the CEO of the company, Salil Parekh, comes out of this without harm. So in this business adventure series, I wanted to bring this story about Infosys, what shook up the world of Infosys, what wiped out $6.5 to $7 billion within a day out of the stock market. So this is the business adventure series, and in this I bring interesting stories about businesses and their adventures, or sometimes misadventures like today's story. If you like this story, then I'm sure you will like another story of why Bhavish Agarwal, the CEO of Ola, rejected a $1.1 billion investment from SoftBank. And if you are interested, you can watch that story on this channel or in the description of this video. If you are still watching this video, then smash the like button, because this will help this video to spread further faster. If you are here for the first time, then subscribe to this channel and ring the bell icon so that I can send you all the updates of my channel as soon as I release them. For more interesting stories on business, you can follow the playlist that I have, which is Being an Entrepreneur Business Adventure series where I cover different angles of business. Thank you for watching this video. Stay focused, stay rich. On the next page, look at some of the videos I have for you to watch.